What's up, Michael Jordan collectors and investors? So I hope you guys are having a great weekend. So on this show, I cover the 1986 Fleer Michael Jordan rookie card, everything from eBay to the major auction houses. And speaking of the major auction houses, we had a PSA 10 that should have ended by now. It was in extended bidding the last I looked in Heritage Auctions, so we'll check on that. So Card Gems here, welcome to my channel. This is today's February 28th Michael Jordan rookie card market report. All right, let's dig into this. So major auction houses here. This is Heritage Auctions. So here's that PSA 10 I was talking about. It was up to 490,000. Let's check it out. So it says it's extended bidding, but there's no clock here, so I don't know. I don't know if it's still going or not. But if it ended now, it says with the buyer's premium, it's at 588,000, which is a pretty big, significant drop off from the last PSA 10 sale, which was 612,000. So we'll keep an eye on that. If you look at the other auctions, they still got some time. So this PSA 9 still has about a day, and it's up to 43,000. This SGC 9.5 is up to 67,500. This PSA 8 is up to 15,500, and BGS 8 9,250, and this PSA 7 is up to 7,000. All right, so checking out Golden Auctions, their PSA 10s are still sitting at 450,000 and 425,000, and these end on the 6th of March. So if we come down here, we have a BGS 9.5 for 86,000. It's got a 10 on the center and a 9 on the surface. Here's that SGC 9.5. It's at 48,000. Here's a PSA 9. It's at 36,000. Here's a BGS 9.5 with the 9 on the surface. It's at 42,000. Here's another PSA 9. It's at 36,000. Comes with the set, but it's all raw, and you only get this graded sticker here. That's a 6 with a ST qualifier, so it's got a stain on it, probably a wax stain from the wrapper. So here's a PSA 9. It's at 28,000. Here's another one at 28,000. We got a PSA 8 here at 9,500. Here's a BGS 9 at 15,000. Here's a PSA 8.5 at 17,000. And here's a BGS 8.5 at 8,000 and a SGC 8.5 at 7,000. All right, so let's go through cardladder.com. The wonderful website also has an app for your phone. It's a really good app that you can get. So the population on this PSA 1 is at 130. And the past month it sold 8 times for an average of 3,875. It last sold for 4,450 on the 18th. And the record high was 5,125. And that was on the 14th. We check eBay. We have one here for 3,501, 37 bids. Here's one, buy it now, 4,899. Here's a starting bid of 5,499, 0 bids. And here's a $10,000 best offer, buy it now. So PSA 2 has a pop of 178. For the past month, it sold 7 times for an average of 5,082. Last sold for 4,900 on the 20th. And the record high is 5,307. If we check eBay, we have one here for 2,500, 20 bids. Here's 4,000, no bids. Here's 5,549, our best offer. And then you have some more options for up here. So PSA 3 has a pop of 344. It sold 7 times in the past month for an average of 5,716. Last sold for 5,100 on the 20th, and the record high was 6,250, which was on the 31st of January. Check eBay. We got one here, buy it now, 5,100. Here's a best offer, buy it now for 5,795, and you got a few more options up here. So PSA 4 has a pop of 678. Sold 12 times in the last month for an average of 6,924. It last sold on the 22nd for 5,451, and the record high is 8,595 on the 4th of February. We check eBay. We have an auction here for $4,969, 22 bids, 20 hours left. Here's a best offer buy now for $6,600. So no more auctions. These are all best offer buy nows, and you got plenty of options here. So PSA 5 has a pop of 1,030. For the past month, there's been 17 sales for an average of 7,302. Last sold on the 26th for 6,100. And the record high was 8,600, which was on the 10th of February. Check eBay. We have a new listing here. 3,550. 5 bids. Here's one for 4,536. 37 bids. Here's 5,000. 15 bids. 5,200. 41 bids. 5,923. 19 bids. Here's 6,999 with no bids. Here's 7,100 with no bids. And here's the cheapest you can get a best offer. Buy it now at $7,099. And there's no more auctions. These are all best offer buy it nows. So you got plenty of options there. So PSA 6 has a pop of 1,686. Sold 24 times in the last month for an average of 8,781. Last sold for 7,500 on the 26th. The record high was 11,811 on the 3rd. Well, actually, it was on the 2nd of February. So if we go to the 2 weeks, it averages 8,349 out of 11 sales. So when you're looking for one of these cards, you want to try to find something between this current price and this average price. So if you look on eBay, we have one for 4,950, 10 bids. Here's 5,100, 2 bids. 5,149, 3 bids. 5,300, 36 bids. 6,524, 12 bids. And here's a best offer buy now for $9,999. So that's the cheapest that you can get buy it now, or in best offer. And there's no more auctions. These are all best offer buy it nows in the 10, 12 range. So BGS 6 has a pop of 456. The past month it only sold 3 times for an average of 6,975. It last sold for 6,177 on the 23rd. And the record high was 7,700, which was on the 30th of January. We have none on eBay. So BGS 6.5 has a pop of 626. For the past month it sold 5 times for an average of 7,928. So it last sold for 7,500 on the 21st, and the record high is 8,556 on the 18th of February. So we have one here, 9,250, buy it now. And then we have this best offer buy it now for 15,000. So BGS 7 has a pop of 966. For the past month it only sold 4 times for an average of 11,400. Last sold for 9,500 on the 13th. And the record high is 12,700, which was on the 7th of February. So we have one here for 4,051, 29 bids. Here's a best offer buy now for 11,500. And there's no more auctions. These are all best offer buy nows. Here's 12, 13, 14, 15. So PSA 7 has a pop of 3,404. Sold 56 times in the last month for an average of 12,422. And the record is 15,900 in that 1 month. Let's cut it down to the 2 weeks. So 27 sales, average of 10,965, and the record high is 12,550 during the 2 weeks. And it last sold for 8,551 on the 26th, so very recently. Checking eBay, we have a new listing for 1,009, 32 bids. Here's a new listing, 3,650, 95 bids. Here's one for 6,500, 26 bids. Here's 6,500, 24, 34 bids. Here's 6,988, 16 bids. 7,100, 39 bids. Here's a new listing for 7,499, no bids. And here's a best offer buy now for 7,499. And here's another auction higher than that one. Oh, that was authentic altered. So disregard this one. This is actually an authentic altered card. It says it looks like a 7, so kind of threw me off there for a minute. So here's an auction, 7,988, 33 bids. Here's 8,000, no bids, but here's 8,300 with 7 bids, 16 hours left. Here's 9,999, no bids. And here's a best offer, buy it now for 10,750, or best offer. And there's no more auctions. These are all best offer, buy it nows around the same price, around 10,000. There's one for 11. So BGS 7.5 has a pop of 1,451 for the past month. It sold 6 times for an average of 10,915. Last sold for 9,875 on the 14th, and the record high is 13,000 on the 1st of February. So we have one here for 6,200, 29 bids. Here's 6,920 bids, 7,100, 2 bids. 9,999, no bids. 10,999, or best offer. So we're getting into the best offer buy now. So this one's 11, 9, 12, 5. So we got plenty of offers here for best offers and buy it nows. Plenty of options. So PSA 8 has a pop of 7,765. It's been 83 sales in the past month for 19,267 average, with the high being 26,101. Let's cut it down to the 2 weeks. 44 sales for average of 16,741, and the record high is 19,267. And see, that was, when was that? It was right here on the 14th of February. Last sold for 14,775 on the 26th. So it looks like you can get these cards between, 14 and 16 now. So there's a new listing, 99 cents. Here's one for 9,200, 12 bids. There's 10,000, new listing, one bid. This has an off-center qualifier. Here's one for 10,100, 12 bids. Here's 11,455, 24 bids. Here's 12,400, 42 bids. 12,600, 30 bids. There's 15,000. There's no bids on this one. 17 hours left. Here's 16,750. No bids on this either. It's 5 days. Here's 17,750, or best offer. And here's another best offer for a similar price. Another best offer. Some more best offers in the 17s. And I don't believe there's any more auctions up this high. Looks like all the auctions are lower than this. So you got a bunch in the 18 range, it looks like. Yep. So yeah, the auctions are, looks like the auctions are around 12 to 14,000 in this range. So BGS 8 has a pop of 2,041. For the past month, it sold 21 times for 13,571 average, and the record high was 17,800. Well, let's cut this one down to 2 weeks. So it's sold 8 times in the last 2 weeks for average of 12,253, and the record high was 13,700. Last sold for 10,687 on the 26th. So checking eBay, we have one here for 7,000, 21 bids. Here's 7,100. Here's another 7,100, 8,000, 9,255, 32 bids, 17 hours. Here's 10,500, no bids. And here's a best offer buy it now for 13,500. And there's no more auctions. These are all best offer buy it nows. In 19 range, 16 range, 15 range, 14 range. So SGC 8, this has a pop around between 300 and 400. For the past month, it only sold 3 times for average of 16,396. And the high was 19,000, which was on the 5th of February. And it last sold for 16,100 on the 18th of February. So we check eBay. We have one here for 6,000, 26 bids. There's one for 15,000, our best offer. This is the old SGC label. Here's one for 17,150, best offer. And here's one for 24,000, our best offer. All right, so SGC A5, this also has a pop between 3 and 400. So it's only sold 4 times in the last month for 17,576, and it last sold for 15,050 on the 23rd. The record high was 20,099 on the 15th of February. So checking eBay, we just have these two right here. One for 18,950 or best offer, and 23,500 or best offer. So BGS 8.5 has a pop of 2,538. For the past month, it sold 20 times for 17,256, and it last sold for 17,137. So right at that average. And that was on the 26th. So that was just, yesterday. The record high was 23,100, which was back here on the 4th of February. So if we check eBay, we have plenty of options here. We have 6,500, 9 bids. Here's 7,500. There's 11,000. This one has no bids. New listing. 12,227 bids. Here's 16,923 no bids. Here's a best offer buy it now for 17,500. And there's no more auctions. These are all best offer buy it nows. Here's in the 18, 19, 20 range here. So PSA 8.5 has a pop of 386. It's sold 7 times in the past month, and it averaged 31,575. The record high was 43,400, which was on the 2nd of February. And since then, it's been like a ski slope, unfortunately. I mean, it last sold for 21,100 on the 22nd, so it's dropped over $20,000 in this these last like 7 or 8 sales here. It was 7 sales. So we got one here for 11,877 bids. Here's 15,041, 38 bids. I'd much rather have this card than a PSA 8, and they're getting close in price. So here's 44,000, buy it now. And here's 63,000 best offer, and here's another one for 69,000 or best offer. So SGC 9, this has a pop of 216. Sold 4 times in the last month for 38,605. Last sold for 36,766 on the 26th, so yesterday, or actually 2 days ago. So the record high was 57,600 during the spike. It was on the 3rd of February. So we have one here for 12,700, 19 bids. Here's one for 42,000. Buy it now. Here's a best offer. Buy it now for 49,000. There's a couple more options up there. So PSA 9 has a pop of 2,768. I'd say this card's a pretty good investment. It's dropped off quite a bit, but it's a good card to stash away and hold on to for the long haul. So 27 times it's sold for 65,414 in the last month. It last sold for 50,000 on the 26th, and the record high was 88,999. So if this card ever, if the market spikes again, it's obviously going to be closer to this. It's going to eventually get close to this number when it does spike. So it's nothing to buy these right now for around this price, 50,000. If we go to the 2 weeks, it's averaging 57,616, 13 sales. But this is definitely a good investment card to put away, a mint 9, as these 10, the PSA 10s are still selling for $500,000 or more. So I mean, the 9 it's such a good, alternative to that 10. So checking on eBay, we got one here for 48,127 bids. Here's a new listing, 49,999. Here's a buy it now, 50,999. Here's 59,500, buy it now. Here's another 59,499, our best offer. And looks like these are all best offer buy it nows. There's not any auctions. Doesn't appear to be any auctions. None of the high-end eye appeal ones. These are all just best offer buy it nows. So BGS 9 has a pop of 1,641. For the past month, it sold 21 times for an average of 38,751. So it last sold for 40,000 on the 26th. And the record high was 56,000, which was just on the 7th of February. But if we cut this down to the 2 weeks, It's averaging 35,722 and 11 sells. So checking eBay, we have one for 18,820 bids. There's 20,121 bids, 20,557 bids, 23,127 bids. There's 30,000 no bids. Here's a new listing, 40,000 or best offer. And there's no more auctions up here. These are all best offer buy it nows in the 40s. So you got plenty of options here in the 40K range. So SGC 95 has a pop of 25. It only sold once in the past month for 125,000, and we have two in the major auction houses. So, we'll see how those do. Be interesting to see how if they even come close to this 125,000. There's only 25 of these, and if it's compared to the BGS 95 at all, it should at least be around 100,000, I would think. So here is the BGS 95. It has a pop of 526. There's only 3 sales in the past month for an average of 128,000. Last sold for 95,100, and that was a record high for a low-end BGS 95 with a 1.9 subgrade. And the high was 162,000, which was on the 30th of January, which is a record high for the high end because this was a quad 95s and above. So checking eBay, we have a quad 95 right here for 150,000 buy now. Here's a 9 on the centering, 169,000 our best offer. There's a 9 on the surface, 175,000 best offer. 9 on the corners, 181,000 best offer. 9 on the surface, 189,000 our best offer. 9 on the centering, 199,000 our best offer. Here's a 9 on the edges, 200,000 our best offer. Here's a 9 on the surface, 250,000 our best offer. Here's another 9 on the surface, 300,000 buy it now. BGS is so tough on the surface grades. Here's a top 5% eye appeal, even though it has a 9 on the corners. So 300,000 our best offer. So here's a quad 95 and above. This is a high end. This has a 10 on the surface, 339,000 our best offer. This one has a 9 on the surface and it comes with a sticker. Sticker is sold for 69,000. So you get both of those for 400,000 our best offer. Here's 2 low ends. This has a 9 on the edges, 9 on the corners, 541,000 for the pair our best offer. Here's a quad 95 and above, has 10 on the surface. So 599,000 our best offer. So PSA 10s has a pop of 315. For the past month, it sold 5 times for an average of 581,000, and it last sold for 612,000 on the 20th, and the high was on the 30th of January here, which was a pair of PSA 10s that sold at golden auctions for 720,000. So, and we potentially have one that has this might sell for 588,000 if it doesn't get another bid right now on Heritage Auctions. So we'll see how that one ends. So checking on the recently ended, actually, we have a couple of these on eBay. So let's check on these. We have one for 1 million, our best offer right here at PWCC. Has 431 watchers. And here's one from Man L Cards. It comes with the sticker. So for the pair, it's 1.2 million. The sticker is sold for 200,000 by itself before. So now let's go to recently ended. So we have this PSA 9 that sold for 50,324, 133 bids. PSA 7 that sold for 8,050 bids. BGS 5.5 that sold for 5,877, 55 bids. There's a PSA 6 that sold for 7,542 bids. PSA 7 sold for 8,050 on 19 bids. There's another PSA 7, 8,655, 31 bids. There's a BGS 8 sold for 10,500, 34 bids. Here's a BGS 8 that sold for 10,713, 51 bids. Here's a PSA 8 sold for 14,000, 30 bids. Here's another PSA 8 sold for 13,924 bids. Wow, this is a bargain for this card. There's another one, PSA 8, 13,750, 29 bids. And PSA 8, 15,717 bids. And this is for a top 30% eye appeal. Man, These cards were like so much, like, you know, about a month ago. These things were like over 20,000. So BGS 8.5 sold for 13,650, 37 bids. Here's a BGS 8.5 for 13,300, 41 bids. Here's a PSA 8.5 sold for 21,877, 31 bid or 63 bids. So this, you know, just a couple of weeks ago it sold for 43,000. So here's a SGC 9, 36,766, 50 bids. Here's a BGS 9 sold for 28,139 bids. Here's another one, 26,000. Here's a BGS 9. It sold for 42,247, 70 bids. So see how much eye appeal matters? It's like almost a $20,000 difference. So PSA 9, 49,191 bids. So it's the first time I've seen it sell under 50,000 in a long time. So PSA 9 sold for 66,766, 73 bids. See, again, eye appeal. Look, eye appeal, almost $20,000 difference right there. So BGS 8.5, 13,424 bids. Here's one for 28,200. A buy it now. Here's another 9. Buy it now for 40,000. So here's a PSA 9, 50,000. One bid. So here's a SGC 8 listed for 13,999 and it sold for $10,000. Hopefully you guys can see that. PSA 5.5 sold for 5,100, 2 bids. Here's a BGS 6 for listed for 7,500 and it sold for 6,500 right in this area right here. Hopefully you guys can see this. It's hidden in all this code. So PSA 3, 4,238, 29 bids. Here's a PSA 7, 9,101, 41 bids. Here's a BGS 6.5 for 6,100, 24 bids. Here's a BGS 8.5 for 11,988, 81 bids. Here's a PSA 8 for 19,250 bids. So yeah, the eye appeal really matters on these. So PSA 6, 6,700, 36 bids. Here's a BGS 4.5, sold for 5,200, 59 bids. Here's a PSA 7.5, sold for 10,748, 33 bids. Here's a PSA 7 listed for 13,000 and it sold for right here 11,500. And we got a BGS 7.5 listed for 8,999 and this one sold for $8,000. All right, so that is my update for today. I hope you guys enjoyed this, and if you did, please give it a like. And if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe, and I will see you in the next Michael Jordan Rookie Card Market Report.